Wow, thank you so much for coming, everybody. I guess we'll get started. Hi, everyone. My name is Tomoko Okochi. I'm the instructor of this Project 2 class. And before we start the actual content of this presentation, I'd like to acknowledge that Langar College is located on unceded territory of Musqueam First Nation, and we are working to strengthen the connections between the Musqueam people and the college in a number of ways. So this is the run of the show today. I will try to finish the introduction short so we can get right into the presentation demo by 5 teams, which logos you were looking at before I started to talk. And then from around 5:15, we will have a networking time. There will be pizzas and drinks. And we are trying something new this time. Like you see, I will introduce the panelists soon, but we have some prize to announce around 5:50. It's for fun, okay? It's not capstone. So, so that's the plan today, right? So since we have some guests who don't belong to WMDD, I will quickly explain what we do in this web and mobile app design and development post-degree diploma programs. It's an intensive 4-term program. And there are 2 streams, designer stream and developer stream. So half the students going to become a web designer, UX, UI designer, product designer. And half the student are aiming to become a web developer, like front-end developer, back-end developer, full-stack developer, or mobile app developer. And you see some of the classes taught in this program. The one with lighter color, that's something these students will learn next term. So in 4 months, they'll be ready to start working in the industry. And Project 2, this class is a term 3 project class. So there are 4 terms, so it's in the 3rd term. And students form teams, and as a team, they design and develop data-driven, responsive full-stack web application. So things you see in the bubble, maybe it's hard to see from the back. These are the things covered in this class, and surprisingly, the focus is really on the teamwork and agile project management, and that I think is the most important thing you learn in this class, hopefully. Yes? No nodding heads, but it's okay. And students learn to work together with developers if they're designers, and if they're developers, vice versa. And that's really a great experience. Okay, and this is something we are trying for the first time. I talked to Jason, a coordinator of this course. Jason, it's summer. You're on vacation. We are doing this presentation. And maybe not many people can show up, but how can I make this presentation special for students? Can I invite alumni as panelists so that students can prepare for capstone presentation, which they will do next time, where they have industry panel? And Jason said, yeah, sure, go ahead. So here we have 3 alumni who have successful career in the industry after graduating from WMDD. And I am blessed because I have worked with every single one of them beyond WMDD. And before I give mic to each one of them to introduce themselves, I just want to show a little bit what I did with them outside of WMDD. Okay. And you're going, no, don't. So first, Sam, it says Samuel, but I call him Sam. So you all know, like most of you know, I have this baby VR coding platform to teach coding to kids. And I was having trouble. Like, we started this up with a mobile phone and the cardboard headset, but they no longer sell those. So we needed to adapt to standalone headset like Oculus to the Meta Quest quickly. And some came on board, and first we were saying, oh, let's just clean the code, old code and things, but within a month, like he was working on adapting the platform to this Oculus headset, and it was only 4 months contract, but he left this complete new product that works with the, did you know, the Oculus Meta headset. So he saved my company. Thank you, Sam. That's Sam. And Tayo here, he actually was in a project for the fine art department at Langara. They wanted to do this online grad show. And Tayo came on board and designed this website for the showcase. You can immediately tell he's an artist. So he just blew the mind of the clients, the fine art faculty. Like, this is beyond what they expected. So I really had great time working with him. And yeah, it's been a while. But if you remember, you helped my friend's tour guide group in Japan build a responsive website. I mean, they changed the website a lot since you designed, because you design it the way so that non-tech people can change the content easily. And he is a business professional who's involved in a lot of startup. So that is, yeah. So I would like to, oh, sorry, you don't need to see my email. I would like to have each one of you introduce yourself a bit. If you could just stand up and say a few words.
Is it working? Okay,
yes.
It's working. Okay, hello everyone. Nice to meet you. My name is Sam. Right now, I work for a company called Rise as a software engineer, and I graduated from Langara in April 2022, and I was in the same position as you guys in December 2021, if I don't remember that. And we were working on an app called Kava. It was a coffee distribution application. And I worked with Tayo as well. We were together in the same project. Yep, that's me.
Hello everyone, my name is Tayo. Like Sam mentioned as well, we worked together. We went through the same routes as everyone is here. I'm a senior product designer at Service Fusion. We are a field service management software. We give tools to HVACs, plumbers, cleaners. So Nito, I'm looking forward to you guys. I can only say thank you, Tomoko, for giving me the opportunity to be a part of this, and I'm so blessed to be a part of this, and I'm looking forward to everyone. And I can say this where is that congratulations to you guys. You've come so far, and there's so much more. I can tell you, there's so much more. And yeah, so, and I think that in a very good way. So, yeah.
Hi everyone, my name is Yar. I am probably more seasoned alumni. I actually had the privilege of being in the program with Tomoko. So again, I want to join my panelists in congratulating you with finishing the project. When I worked on a project 2, I believe, right? We worked on an app called Fauna. It was an app that was supposed to track wildlife spawning in Vancouver and then display on the very neatly designed, shameless plug, Google Map. So I actually am coming blind into these presentations. I am looking forward very much to what you can present us, and I hope we can provide you good feedback. Thank you very much.
Thank you, panelists. So, without further ado, let's get right into the project presentation. Skill Bridge team, are you ready?
So, hello everyone. I'm Vaibhav, and I'm joined here by my teammates Aman and Natasha. And on behalf of our team, Cosmic Chaos, we will be presenting our app, SkillBridge. So, throughout these weeks, we have actually been interviewing some developers, and we found out a common problem that all of them have. The problem being that the companies that they work in, they don't really have a seamless onboarding system. Neither do they have dedicated training programs. So even in startups, they have really a lot of time constraints. They have smaller teams and also limited resources. So because of this problem, they can't focus on the employee during the early phases. So to solve this problem, we came up with the app, introducing SkillBridge. So SkillBridge is an app that helps these startups and these companies to create and enhance their training programs. So with SkillBridge, we focused on our three main features. Our first feature is our AI evaluation tool. So with the AI evaluation tool, the admin can now give personalized and instant feedback to the employees who submit their coding challenges. Next, we have our learning analytics feature. With this, the admin can view all of the employees' data and find out their strengths and weaknesses. Next, we have our course customization. With this, the admin can create different courses and customize them according to the company's needs. So let's see how SkillBridge does in our competitive market. So we have our three main competitors, Trainio, Talent LMS, and WorkRamp. So all of these apps, they have the course customization feature and also the learning analytics feature. But what makes SkillBridge really stand out is our AI evaluation tool and also the fact that it's tailored just for developers. Now I'd like to hand it over to Aman so he can give us a demo of our app.
Hello everyone. Let's get started. Yeah, let's just say I'm an admin and I want to evaluate my employees. So let's begin with a quick sign in. So once we signed in, we are taken to the dashboard where you can see a list of all employees with the respective data with a pie chart. So this all data is dynamically being updated with this course selector here. So when I change the course, the data gets changed. So let's say I'm not near my office PC and I want to check the data on my phone. So it adapts seamlessly on a small device too. So let's head to the employee list screen where you can see all the list of the employees, which are my team members, obviously. So let's check Sanmeet's profile, where you can see a very detailed explanation of what he has done and what he has enrolled into. So here I can see that his one course is in a pending mode. So that means he has taken a quiz, but the quiz hasn't been evaluated yet. So let's evaluate it. Here's the problem that was given to Sanmeet, and this was his solution. Yeah, very big. So as we are stepping into the age of AI, so let's use the OpenAI API to evaluate this piece of code. So yes, as you can see, it significantly reduces the evaluation time, and it can evaluate the code up to many factors like completeness, syntax structure, coding style, documentation. And by the look of it, I think he did well. So let's give him a score of, what do you say, 90?
90, yeah.
Let's give him a 90. Yeah. So as you can see, the my bad. Data has been updated on the previous screen and the graphs have changed. So that basically concludes our demo, and I'll be taking you through the tech stack now. So for the tech stack, let's talk about development first. For the development and front end, we have used React.js for the component building, Sass for styling, and Material UI for pre-built components like buttons and inputs. Node as the package manager, Express.js as the framework, and for the server side, we have used MongoDB as our database and Firebase as our storage bucket for profile pictures. And our app is hosted on, our front end is hosted on Netlify, but our back end is hosted on render.com. So it becomes very easy to manage both of them separately. And last but not least, OpenAI API, which we have used to evaluate the piece of code. And we also have to give credit to Slack, Jira, and GitHub, which served as the project management tool. And for the designers, they have used Illustrator for making icons and logos. And for the wireframe and mockups, they've used Figma. So that's all about the tech stack. And on to you, Natasha.
So we designed our logo to symbolizes the path to learning and growth. The letter S represents this path, while the green element in the middle represents how our product can help to bridge the skill gap new employees often encounter, especially in a startup environment. With our color palette, we want to communicate growth, innovation, and basically growth and innovation and trust as well. So we select three colors, mint green as our primary color, gunmetal blue secondary color, and emerald green as our accent color. As for typography, we chose Inter to all the body text and the buttons as well to ensure clear and legible content. And for the headings, we chose the Space Grotesque to add a touch of modernity and uniqueness. Guided by usability and design principles, we created a variety of components, buttons, models, and icons and charts for data visualization. With this component-based approach, we were able to create a consistent and intuitive user experience across all devices.
So let's talk about some money, shall we? So at SkillBridge, we are offering two main subscription models for startups and other companies. And they can choose according to the number of employees and also the number of features that they have. Other than this, we also have our enterprise subscription model, which is for basically bigger companies and they have more than 20 employees. So we can cater to their own requirements. So what's next for SkillBridge? We want to focus on our three new future features after our MVP, them being the template library, a custom dashboard, and also an AI tool that will really help assist in creating the different courses. So why us? We are a group of dedicated designers and developers who want to create seamless user experiences that really create an impact, a positive impact to the society. And I would also like to add that each member of our team is ready and eager to work with any of the industry professionals that are out here today. And thank you.
Okay, first question. Well, first, congratulations, guys. Like, this is an amazing product. Like, it looks amazing, and as a developer, like, yeah, it's something that I would use. My first question would be, like, so from the developer side, what was the most challenging aspect or thing that you faced during building this project?
Yeah, so the most challenging part was to start with OpenAI, because we haven't used it, it's new, and we are not experienced, like most of us aren't experienced. And so it was a challenge for us, but yeah, we made it, and I'm proud of it.
I see that you're analyzing some code. So before connecting to OpenAI, you have to set some parameters on how.
Yeah, we have to give it a prompt,
Yeah.
which is a very detailed prompt in the backside of which is in the code.
Yeah.
So it asks ChatGPT to evaluate the code on these parameters, and it already tells ChatGPT that we are giving you a quiz, and it is the answer. So tell me about according to the prompt, basically.
Yeah.
So this was the
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Basically, we gave ChatGPT a role, so we say you are an instructor and you have to evaluate this code,
Yeah.
the code that we are giving in with these parameters, and it evaluates according to that.
Nice.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yes, I do. Congratulations, guys, once again, and thank you for making such a strong opening. And my question, obviously, I'm biased, going to be towards the designer, and which is I have nothing more to say. I love the brand consistency, the utilization of the color, and I love the logo because there was one time we created a project in Langara here called Sound Path. And it's almost like an accent to it. So it's almost like a fingerprint. It's a personalized music management. And the way in which you guys use the S, which is a skill, and obviously the bridge in the middle says like, yes, you guys know what you're doing. And also another thing that I would say is that the demo was wonderful. Did you guys create that as well, or you outsourced it? You all did it. So that's always a plus for designers to be able to do your own work and demo your own work without having to outsource it, which is great. But I have a couple of questions anyway while you guys were demoing, which are just some design related questions. It's more like a feedback, so the only way I can give you the feedback is obviously to show it to you. So if it's okay, you can just show me the demo quickly.
Yeah.
I promise I will be out of your hair.
Yeah, sure.
Okay, great. Yes, thank you. So the first thing that it's like I said, the brand consistency is lovely. But one thing, the feedback that I will give is that there's a visual hierarchy, there's so much going on that's competing with one another there. So I don't even know where to look. Am I looking at the buttons? Am I looking at the chat? But one thing that I could give you a feedback is that the create on the top right corner is great. If you can merge the create new course and create new account under that one button, so when you press it, then it asks you what do you want to create, a new course or an account. And
We did
besides
that
that,
version.
the create new accounts even should not be on the dashboard.
Sure.
Probably maybe put it under the employees, because that's where it lives, right?
Yeah.
So, and also another question has to do with the AI generation thing under the employee. And that has to be like maybe like a future thing that you can think about, which is when you analyze the code and it generates the results, right? If it's AI generated, why couldn't it also generate the results as well without me having to click? It could give you a score. Why couldn't it score itself if it's AI?
Yeah, because it's another layer of intervention of the people that are closer to the employee.
Okay.
So there's the AI feedback, but you also have a
Actually,
personalized touch to it.
Okay.
Right?
Issue is not the issue,
Okay.
but when we get a response from AI,
Yes.
it's actually in text form.
Yes.
Yeah.
So we need to figure out how to
Synthesize all
the
that.
text, the score, particularly the
To
score.
get the final score.
So yeah,
right?
that was the issue. We thought about it,
Okay.
Yeah.
so that AI can give the score,
Okay.
but we haven't that much time. So
And one thing that you guys I didn't see was your design process.
Sorry?
Your design process, all those messy sketches you made, all those napkin things that you did that isn't pretty, they are pretty because that's what gets you the job in the market. They want to see the way you think. Everyone can do this.
Yeah.
I can copy and paste that, but I want to see how we got there. Because that's what makes you stand out from the next person. I want to know what is inside that head that made you produce this. So again, congratulations. So all those things that you think are messy, that's actually what your employee is looking for. So congratulations again, my job.
Thank you so much.
Wow, it's actually hard to follow this feedback because basically they said 90% of what I had in my brain.
That was a microphone.
Yeah, I figured as much. Before we get into, first of all, I absolutely love the idea. In my giant company right now, this would be actually a perfect tool. And I think you're focusing on startups, which is probably an incorrect target audience, and I don't want it to come across as negative feedback. You might be looking at enterprises more than at startups, because in enterprises, people who are getting promoted usually are people who are there for a long time, and they not necessarily have the, let's say, web development skills, but they get promoted to digital marketing departments. So this tool would be awesome for them, which is great. I would actually love to use that in my company. Having said that, I was actually very much confused with your solution presentation, with your pitch. You have mentioned that the competitors that you're working, let's say, against in the market, one of them was Trainio. The reason why I focused on that is I actually worked with Trainio in the company that I worked in. It has nothing to do with web development. So I would actually say it's not your competitor at all. You're competing against something like Code Academy or even Udemy. And as a, let's say, business person here, I would, this would be a red flag for me that you are not clearly identifying your competitors. Other than that, basically all the feedback has been said. Little note on the AI results. I would actually like them to be a bit more visual. That's one thing that I was missing. And a suggestion, and I hope I will actually be able to show it to you guys sometime in the future, you can ask ChatGPT, OpenAI API, to return you in a JSON format.
Yeah.
And that simplifies the development process immensely. I know that because I'm actually working on something like that right now. So I am very happy to see a project at Langara using OpenAI already. So kudos on that as well.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, panelists, and thank you, Skillbridge team. And next up is Delicious.
Hello everyone, we are Team Apollo 7 and we proudly introduce Delicious. Delicious is a web platform that provides an effective solution for food businesses to create referral marketing campaigns and using the Power AI tools in data analysis. So, here are some facts. Over 97,000 restaurants with 85 million annual sales in Canada prove that it's a very attractive market group, right? So, however, 8 out of 10 of new customers fails within 5 years. I know, that's impressive. So, through our interviews with some restaurant owners, we conclude that food quality may not be enough for a business to succeed if they don't know how to promote their product decently. So, what if I tell you that there's a win-win solution where businesses can create referral marketing campaigns, existing customers can get discounts for making referrals, and new customers get special deals as well. So, Delicious helps businesses to achieve these 3 unique features thanks to the power of referral, which allows businesses to create referral marketing campaigns to attract more customers. The second one is that we provide our partners with some extensive insights into campaign metrics so they can take better decisions, they can optimize campaigns, and finally get better results. And the third one is using the loyalty program. Happy customers can share their experiences through the platform and they can get discounts and points for making successful referrals. Now, enough talking, let's go to it.
Now I'll show you how Delicious works. So let's assume that I'm the owner of Suyo, a Peruvian restaurant on Main Street, and I've been using Delicious for a while and have run many campaigns so far. But now I want to create a new campaign for the next long weekend. So I want to check the past campaigns so I can see which one performed better. So I can see the data overview of all the past campaigns. And to check a specific campaign, I can click on Insights for campaigns. And I can see that Chill and Thrill is pinned here because it performed really nice. So I can check all the data for this campaign, but also I can compare it with another one, let's say Tropical Paradise, for instance. And we can compare side by side all kinds of metrics. And based on the total revenue and customer engagement, I can see that Chill and Thrill performed really well. So it's a good idea to recreate this campaign. Oh my God. So recreating a campaign is pretty straightforward. All the data is pre-filled in, so I just need to input the starting date. What's going on?
Let me help you with that.
So I just need to input the starting date, August 30th, for instance, and ending date, August 31st. And if I scroll down, Delicious made it easy for me to create ads. So by clicking here, generative AI is going to create a catching ad for my campaign. So it seems right, so I go ahead.
Let me help you. Don't like quick.
So I go ahead and create it. What's going on?
You right click it. Let me help you. I do it for you.
Okay. So now let's get back to our dashboard, and now you may, if we scroll down, we can see that on upcoming campaigns, Chill and Thrill has been scheduled for the date that I selected. And also I have some enticing campaigns already going on for my new customers and super customers to enjoy. But now you may be wondering how a customer, Siyun, for instance, can sign up and register to be a super customer for my restaurant. So Delicious provided me of a unique QR code on my restaurant profile, and I have a printed version of it on stand.
Hi, I'm a customer here. Right now, I can easily scan this QR code to sign up. Well, I have signed up a few other restaurants and cafes before. Now Suyo is also added to my places. Since I just registered for Suyo, I don't have any points right now, but I can grow my points by inviting my friends to this quality restaurant. So I click on share. A customized invitation appears here. Now I'm gonna go ahead and share it with my friend Serbi, for instance. Now, Serbi just received a message from me. She can click this attached link to view this invitation along with all the information about Suyo restaurant and their ongoing campaigns. And she can go through the details of each campaign to find the interesting offer. And this exciting Saturday seems really good for an after presentation party. So she easily activates it. She doesn't need to sign up, but her phone number will be verified for fraud protection. After submitting it, okay, wait a second.
655-187.
Okay, great. So after submitting it, she's ready to enjoy the offer.
Now let's get back to our dashboard. So on board now code page, I can see that Sorbi has activated a campaign. So once she orders her meal, I can accept her request, and the only thing I need to do is to input the total amount of the receipt to gather data for my campaign insights. Let's say it's $54, so I submit, and that's all for the demo. Now, Delicious is a combination of Deal and Delicious, and our branding conveys or reflects growth, culinary experiences, and hospitality. We use Ubuntu for both logotype and headings due to its modern and friendly look. We chose Mukta for our body text, ensuring clarity and legibility. Our primary color conveys energy and appetite, which is perfect for a food-related app, and our secondary color symbolizes growth and prosperity. We also use the variation of these colors for data visualization. We also created a set of icons for to use across our dashboard and for our main features. And we also developed a design system which includes components such as buttons for the interactions or the actions, cards to display information and data, and navigation bars. We truly believe that through micro interactions, we can elevate the user experience, so that's why we decided to spend some time designing them and implementing them. In order to be able to build and design all of this, we use Figma, Photoshop, Illustrator, After Effects, and InDesign.
Now, to develop this application, we use a variety of technologies. Starting with Next.js, which is a full-stack framework based on React that allows us to manage the front end and the back end at the same time. So, for the front end, we use Material UI and CSS models. For the back end, we use the Next.js built-in backend features. For the data storage, we use MongoDB as a NoSQL, and we use a couple of third-party libraries, such as Cloudinary to upload and retrieve images, Twilio for SMS verification, NextAuth for user authentication, and the OpenAI for create AI-generated campaigns descriptions. Now, for our competitors, a lot of competitors have similar features to us, but the things that make us stand out from the rest is that we have a referral program, we have a more robust loyalty program, and we leverage the power of accurate insights and AI tools. So, Delicious operates with a grow-together pricing model. In this model, businesses will only pay the measurable results that we deliver, so which is 20% commission of the revenue generated through the app. However, all our partners will have to pay a $100 deposit to register, which will be refundable after the revenue is generated. So, what about future features? We plan to onboard 70 restaurants in Vancouver, and we plan to build a POS connection in the near future. Now, let me introduce you to this wonderful team that designed and developed this application in just 3 months. So please scan the QR code, go through the website, and connect with us so we can take this app to the next step. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Delicious team. Now it's time for panelist feedback.
Sure, yeah. Guys, congrats on the project. The project is interesting. The restaurant sphere, like you mentioned, is giant, and there are a lot of things happening there. So it's good to see a fresh way of implementing something like this. My biggest concern is 20% commission on the revenue. That's a bit much, to say the least, because again, it will be an additional cost to every other cost that they're already having. And usually the reason why they go out of business is because they're operating on a very tiny margin. You just added a 20% cost to that margin. So now I'm very much concerned for the onboarding. However, on the other side, to compliment you guys on this, I think this is a very good idea, except for specific restaurants where when I'm there, I can scan, see the promotions, send it to my friends, and have them meet me there at the restaurant either immediately or later. Again, your competitors, you're mentioning something like DoorDash or Yelp. I think you're a little bit off in that regard. Something like loyalty programs would be a bit closer to what you're doing. However, again, I'm very happy to see the AI implementation and the speed with which I can create or rather recreate the campaigns. I would like to see how you create campaigns in the beginning, which would be great. And you mentioned the POS integration as a future feature. I would argue this is more pressing than a future issue. I would say it needs to be in your app, but again, I haven't done much research on that and I haven't worked with restaurants, so I'm not 100% sure. With this, again, congrats on the project. It looks amazing, and that's a segue to the design part of the panel. Go ahead, comment on the design.
Thank you, yeah. Congratulations again, guys. And I was just going to say thank you. I wrote my notes here because thank you for the demo page. I played with it, so I logged in as a business owner, and I logged in as a customer as well. The little animation at the bottom, I love that as well. It's something I've always wanted to do, but I I just don't want to do it. So, but it's nice, and the responsiveness of the pages as well. You know, the whole site, no matter what size I played with, you know, all arranged itself. You know, adapted the elements, adapted properly, and also the campaign generator functionality that was brilliant as well. So now for me to poke some holes into it, and that has to go with I felt the UI was awarded. It was heavily awarded. There was so much that you guys could achieve with graphics, you know, because it's a one thing that I know when I was comparing to is called Oni by PayPal. So it's a referral plugin tool as well, and I can tell you that's the first time in the business world that a startup was bought for $1 billion. It's a billion or a million, and Oni was just like a year when PayPal bought it. That's simply because I have my Oni points and I've been keeping it forever. And so I would say revise your work again, because that's what I do. And I'm talking to the designers now, is that how would I do this differently if I was to be working on this alone? So I would say that it was a little bit worded. It was text-based, but besides that, it was clean, it was open. Like I said, I loved it. And please, I'm sorry, are you a designer as well?
Developer.
The presenter?
Yeah, I'm a designer myself.
You're a designer. Please, again, like I told Skillbridge, show all your dirty laundry. Let me use that word. You know, your process. Yeah. Show your process, okay? Because that is your strong suit. Don't worry about the demo. Don't worry about the dev guys. Worry about you, because that is how you sell yourself. Okay, I want to know how you got from A to B. Okay, and to Skillbridge as well. When I was looking at your what's the word now? The proposal. You guys had your design tokens, but I can see that you didn't present your design tokens, because at the end of the day, as a UX UI, you might eventually become a design system designer. Yeah. That might just be your full role. I transitioned from web, now I'm focused on just mobile. Yeah. So please, again, designers, speak out. Thank you, that's what I got.
All right, first of all, congratulations, love the product, love the responsiveness, how the data loads, even though you have a lot of graphics, that's a challenge for performance on the developer side, they look pretty smooth, so that's amazing. And so my first question would be like the same as I asked them, from the developer side, what was your biggest challenge?
Yeah, exactly what you said. The performance halfway through the development, we had, because our dashboard have like 10 chart that have to load it in one time. So it's very problematic at halfway that we develop it, but we have to find a way to increase the performance of querying. So we have chop it up into pieces and load it piece by piece. So let every component load on their own and don't care about that every component will finish at the same time. So it independently load, and it increases the performance way much faster.
That's amazing, that's perfect. And the other thing is that since you have a lot of graphics there, I suppose that was a challenge between developers and designers. So I suppose there was a lot of conflict as we had. So how you deal with that?
A lot of compromising, like prioritizing which one is like, I need this, and okay, I do it for you, and something like, I need this, don't do this, something like that. So a lot of compromises.
That's great. Congratulations, guys.
Thank you very much for your feedback, but I would like to add something. Thank you very much for the point of 20% commission. Yes, that seems a lot, but our idea is that we didn't touch any money that you already made. So if you already have like a 10,000 a month, we didn't touch that at all. We only bring 20% at the first dollar that we bring to you. So if we increase your sale from 10,000 to 10,001, we only charge you 20 cents.
Okay, I still will have to pay all the costs of that extra dollar that I made. Thank you very much. Yeah, so as I said, I would still have to pay all the extra costs on that dollar just as much. I would need to look at the math to see exactly. I think I understand what you're saying. The biggest issue that I have is with the word revenue then, because then you might want to replace it with a profit or something like this, because then it stops being a cost, it becomes the actual commission. All I'm going to say, it warrants another look, I guess.
Thank you very much.
Thank
Very
you.
nice feedback. Thank you.
Good afternoon, everyone. Today we are presenting to introduce our new app, Presence. The secret strategies for smart store owners to stay ahead to stay ahead with your time pricing insights in the market. Sun Tzu said, "Know your enemy and know yourself. 1,000 battles you never lose one." Referring to his call, "Know your competitors and know yourself. 1,000 say you will never lose a penny." We interviewed some of the store owners. They have been facing challenges to gather competitive prices to make pricing decisions in their stores. This also has a result of losing their customers and reduces their business revenues. So, Prices provides closest monitoring of competitor prices. Our app has three main features: import inventory, that allows users to import their products into our inventory for efficient price tracking; price monitoring. Prices constantly monitor product prices, keeping our users informed, timely alerts. Get timely price change alerts. We analyzed two competitors. What prices different from these competitors is we allow our users to track competitor prices across multiple branches for different products. Now it's a demo time.
Okay, first we have to log in to Bison's account. So the first page I'm seeing now is my dashboard, and it gives me a summary of what's going on in the watch list, including which are the products having higher or lower prices, and also how their prices distribute in different sections, and how is their diff index distribute. So now I can switch to the watch list. This is the place that I can monitor all the products that I'm selling and the difference of their prices comparing to my competitors. So as I said, the diff index here is a value, and in this watch list, it is determined by my price and the highest and lowest prices that we scrap from the market. So we will have this small flag here indicates the difference. If it goes to the left and in green color, that means we are having the lower price of this product. Otherwise, that means we are having higher price. So it looks like a trading app in this list. And as the owner, I have to keep updating this list by either removing something or adding more products into this list. There are two ways to add more products, either importing or searching. So here I will show you how can I search and add product. First, we have to put in some keywords to see if it is any competitor of this product is existing. So for example, I found out I am selling the same one, so I can define my price and add it into my watch list. So if we go back, and there we go, it immediately shows me the price difference and the related chart here. If I'm having something either has a price that is too high or too low, I will receive notifications, and it will tell me why tell me the name and the diff index of those abnormal products. And in my account board, I can edit my profile and redefine the threshold, which determines I will receive notification or not. Or I can simply mute or open the notification. So that's our major functions.
Thank you, Son. Our branding, our logo inspired by the design of eyes, and we presented the functionality of our app. And also, you can see the upward and downward curve that reminiscing of the letter S and the price range in the price sense. And our color palette, because our product is about the price tracking. So we think that where the money is, you will have the prosperity and hope. So we choose midlight green for our primary color and also sun gold for our secondary color. But we also want to find the balance of the prosperity and hope. So we choose white for the secondary color. As I say, our product is the price tracking. So we want to show the user more clean, minimal, and friendly, but modern interface. So we choose 2 sans serif fonts, railway, and pumpkins for our typography. And we create those icons, and the button you can see there have the midlight green with white and midlight green with sun gold. So it means when you click, you will change to sun gold with the high contrast. Next, Moon will tell you about the tech stack.
For the tester, we use Figma, Illustrator, and Photoshop for our UI designs. For the development, the Python is to get the committed prices from many websites, and we store all this information into our MongoDB. And then we use Express, React, and Node.js for our front-end and back-end development. MUI is for our stylings, and Passport.js is for user authentication. The GitHub is for our source code, version control, and collaboration. Jira and Google Drive is for our project management, and Slack is for our communication channel. When it comes to access, we offer 2 options, standard users and premium users. The standard user, they can monitor 100 products, and for the premium users, up to 300 products can be monitored for each month. We also working on a feature that user can export comparison reports or individual products, and also updating users ad hoc requests. This is our team. Scan and download the QR code to beat your competitors.
Thank you, Princess. There's a time for speed up.
Thank you so very much, guys. One thing I loved about Price Sense is that there wasn't much in your product, but I got it. But now my question is to the designers: what was the #1 pain point that you figured out while you were carrying out this project? What was the #1 pain point, your customer user pain point? I'm sorry, that's not there is no right or wrong answer. And if you don't know, make assumptions. Did you interview any customer? Any real customer, any store owner? Did you guys interview any store owners? If you did not, make an assumption.
Yeah.
Yes, you
So
did.
that's
So what was the #1 pain point?
The store owner find out there's an inside part in their retail selling system, like
Okay.
management.
Yes.
But they don't really get all the data from the competitors,
Okay.
their price. So what you are saying in that insight is just your revenue, there's some statistic numbers, but it gives you no idea about what's your standing point of the price. Yeah.
Data tracking, that's the number one pain point into their customers, right?
Yep.
Data tracking. And as designers, how did you design to solve for that problem, which was making the insights right? Now my question is that, what is the main MVP of your product? The insight, which is the watch list, isn't it?
I agree.
The watch list is your MVP.
I agree. Yeah.
Why isn't your watch list your dashboard? Well, that's the feedback, okay? You don't have to solve for that. So why isn't that your dashboard? Because that's the one thing I want to see, right? That's what I'm hungry to see as a business owner. And another thing as well is that, which is a feedback, is that I love the fact that you have a design library you used, you utilize the material, right? So it's always great as a designer to be able to be flexible to use existing, because there are some companies that you would want to work with. They already have a design library that they work with, and some are material and some are kind of like. So I work with. We're using Maui right now. I'm being able to utilize a pre-existing library in the market as a designer. It helps because you don't have to create anything from scratch, right? Please correct me if I'm wrong if you did not utilize a pre-existing library. Did you not?
Just use the MUI. But,
that's fine. Yes, you did it because it saves you a lot of work, right? You don't have to create anything from scratch. So being able to utilize what's already in the market and just ship our products quickly, because as designers we work in a agile environment. You might be given a task on Monday and then it down in high definition by Friday. You can do that if you build things from scratch, but being able to utilize what's already in the market, that's it. That's a superpower for a designer. So that's a plus. And so that's what I would say is that you guys did good. It's a simple, white label product. No bells, no whistles, straight to the point. Thank you.
Okay, now on the development side, okay, congratulations, everything looks very clean, the dashboard looks amazing. So my first thing, since you're a data intensive platform and your data is structured, why did you choose NoSQL database instead of a SQL database?
Because the data we scrap from our competitors' websites are in most cases a mess. They don't have a unified format for what they're showing on their websites. So actually there are still one missing step to clean those data from the scrapper. So I think MongoDB gives us more compatibility to get those data as first point, then we process it with much less constraints, something like that.
Okay, that's amazing. And on the other side, so on the front-end side, I see that you use Material UI and you customize that library to meet your designer's requirements, right? What was the challenge there while customizing that library?
Yeah, there are actually lots of the shapes and especially responsiveness. Yeah. So actually from our designer, that's single page shows that product about details should be something centralized, but maybe I'm just too lazy to put it to get easy responsiveness. So I implement it as a drawer from right side. So yeah,
so sometimes when we are using like these component libraries, we need to adapt to something constraints that they add. So that's fine.
But our designer, they don't like us as developers.
I know.
We fight every time. Yeah. Like,
congratulations, guys.
Thank you.
People like, do whatever you want. At the same time, don't do whatever you want.
Yes. I've already told you what to do, but you do whatever you want. I want to absolutely congratulate you on the hook, the solution, the Sansu. Well, come on, business, Sansu. I was bought right there and there. Awesome idea, whoever came up with it, kudos. So I guess I will absolutely echo that. That immediately made me understand what your product was and what you're trying to sell me, which was great. You did come up with something new that I would have to learn, which is the price difference index. One thing that I would like to know or would like to see on the platform would be some kind of info where I can learn or read more about what it is and what it isn't, and whether it's good or bad or something like this. However, it does give you a very clear idea that your your price is either lower or higher than the competitor, so that's great. Speaking of the competitors and echoing the wishlist dashboard idea, I would like to see a little bit more who my competitors are. I understand that I can probably set them, but in your demo, I believe it was Superstore and someone else, and it was a little bit unclear to me if I can actually set them, the competitors. Who am I competing against? Or are you suggesting me a list of my competitors? Which might be an AI plug for you as well, where you can have an AI say, well, if you are a small store owner for a grocery store, your competitors are list of this. If you are, I don't know, a boutique for handbags, your competitors are such and such. So that would be a future feature. I do have a question about your pricing strategy. The only difference between the premium user and the standard user is the number of products I can watch. What would you guys say other features that you can monetize in this project? Did you think of any and you ran out of time, or is that the only thing that you're trying to provide your clients?
So sometimes so from the one store owner, he told me that sometimes he only focuses on those key items.
Okay.
So what he needs is not the full book scrapping, but just give me those updates in 5 minutes, like that. Very responsive, very low latency from that part. That might be one possibility.
Okay, makes sense. That's it for me. Again, congrats, guys.
Thank you, guys. Next up is
Hi everyone, we are Team Chaos and I'm Rafa, and I'm going to present you ARC, a smart platform for film companies that allows keep track of productions to bring their visions to the screens. Being a film producer is like taking care of children. They have to coordinate a lot of actors, extras, they have to manage budget, schedule, set, and so on. And the way they are doing this nowadays is through spreadsheets, being like Excel or Google Sheets or even paper-based sheets, which they call by the name of daily production reports. Those are really time-consuming and prone to error documents. And this is what we are going to focus on this product, helping those producers have a smoother experience. Because where we are here right now, Vancouver is the third largest film production hub in North America. And this is why we really care and is an opportunity for this platform. So we want to take care of this tedious process and help them focus on creativity, what is really matters in this industry.
Hello, I'm Hadrian. Let's say I am a producer. And my job is to overlook of the upcoming movies, making sure everything will finish on time.
Just a second.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Looks like someone's trying to sabotage us.
Working? Okay.
Oh, good. Thank you. So here in the homepage is the list of the movies that I've been working on. And I'm almost done reporting for the Oppenheimer. And then I'm going to click this one and it will redirect me to the report page. All right, here in the report page, in the sidebar, you'll see the production information, but I don't think we did it right now. And now we have these forms. We have 4 types of forms here. We have for schedule, which I already fill out prior to the demo. We also have for the equipments, for the cameras, for the sound. We also have for actors, and we have for scenes. Now let's create a report for an actor. I'm going to click this create new line. And here I'm going to select one of my cast, which is Emily Blunt, who is portraying as Kitty Oppenheimer. And she had her makeup at 6 a.m. And she was on set at 6 a.m. And the set wrap will be set as 8 p.m. and also her dismissal at 8 p.m. Lunch will be at 12. And lunch out will be at 1. Dinner at 7. And dinner out at 8 p.m. I'm going to click the add button. But the thing in production reporting, changes happen every time. But we don't have to panic. It's easily to update things here. Let's say there was a delay on the lunch. Let's say Emily Blunt. Let's update Emily Blunt lunchtime. Instead of 12, she had it at 1. And hit an update. And let's also update the schedule. And there you go. Review everything. And once we reach the bottom, we can share the report to our boss. Let's click this one. And then once I click this one, it will send an email containing a URL where they could visit or they could check the current progress of the report. But this doesn't just end here. We also have our dashboard that will give you valuable insight of the current production. So we have active actors, active extras. And on our production progress, it gives you the phasing of the current production, which right now is 31%. And this green indicates that we are maximizing the time resource that we have. We can also visit previous days. Let's say it's yesterday. Let's see. So yesterday, we kind of exceed of the time resource. That's why it gave us a warning. And on scene shot chart, so as you can see that scene 1 and up until 3 is already completed. Then scene 4 up until 6 is currently in progress. And that's a wrap for the demo.
So I'm walking through the design and development process, but not the ugly version, Tayo, but okay. So for the branding, arc is a word that means plot of the story. So we wanted to show in this logo the rising and climax of the stories we want our users to tell. We also wanted to represent the eccentricity, efficiency, and enterprisingness of film producers. So the color palette also represents this energetic and nostalgic feeling that has in film industry. For the typeface, we choose Ubuntu, which is an easy to read font and also has similar shapes to our logo. You can also see the icons, but where we really focus our attention here was on the components, because as you see on the demo, is a very form-heavy platform, so we needed to create those cards and fields in a way that would be really easy for those producers to fill the information. We use Figma and Adobe Suite to collaborate to create the wireframes, mockups, and prototypes and collaborate with developers.
Oops. So ARC was primarily created using Next.js, a modern full-stack web framework that has built-in API routes and very rich ecosystem. Aside from that, we leverage our coding experience by integrating Prisma, a mature ORM tool, Tailwind CSS, TypeScript to mitigate bugs and errors, and with over 50 inputs spread across the app, we use Redux to manage state and data flow.
We also talked to film producers to understand their struggles, and we came up with 3 main features which differentiate us from our competitors, which is the ability to input this data smoothly in our production reports, the dashboards, and having an overview of the situation of the production, and also sharing those productions with other users. According to the Canadian Media Producers Association, Canada's film industry represented in 2022 more than $11 billion, and the majority of those companies were independent ones. And this is where we want to focus our product, and it reflects our business model. We have the basic and free plan for students and small productions to gain knowledge in our platform. We are also offering for medium companies the studio plan, which equips them with collaboration tools for $799 per month, and it's up to 50 productions. And lastly, we have the enterprise, which is a custom and personalized solution for those companies. We are strong advocates of shared success. As those businesses grow, we want to support them and grow alongside them. And for the future features, we are planning to have access control, so more than one producer can input and edit the data on the reports. We'll also have the customized forms, so each company can have their own types of forms and sections on the report, and also download those reports in PDF and other formats.
So why us? In just 3 months, we demonstrated our competence by delivering a robust MVP. This achievement was only made possible through unwavering collaboration, dedication, and hard work from the entire team. Now we are seeking for business mentors who can help us take this project to the next level. Additionally, we are also exploring other job opportunities as well. Please go to our website, click the team section, and we'd love to connect with you on our LinkedIn. Thank you.
Hello. Okay. First of all, congratulations. Love the UI. Everything looks very clean. The business idea is amazing. Like, yeah, they would stop using clipboards, and yeah, instead they would use their mobile phones or laptops. Love the complex UI where you input all the information for the producers and all that stuff. Something that I didn't understand well when you were updating the launch schedule, you updated in the row and then you went back to another section and you updated that too. Could you have those fields connected since you're using Redux?
So for the first one is actually it's like for the overall crew of the production, but for each cast you have to actually like they have the different budget, so that's why we didn't link it together.
It's how you pay the actors.
That makes sense. That's why I say probably I didn't understand that part, how it works.
While we're on this, I do have a question on that, sorry. So then why is the individual role not pre-populated with that information? If that information is for the whole cast, when you have created a new role, you have made me enter 8 different fields, which is basically the same as if I would write it as a pencil. If you already have a schedule, it should have showed up there.
It's a good feedback.
Yeah, so basically you pre-populate that row and then you change whatever you need to change.
Oh, sorry, and along the same lines, sorry guys, when you were changing the lunch time and you changed the first part by 1 hour, the second part you had to also manually change it, but it could have been just sort of changed automatically by 1. I feel like all 3 of us could have the same there. Please go for it.
Okay, so from the developer side, what was the biggest challenge for you guys?
Oh, sure. So as you can see, the input's really a lot. So we have really to collaborate with the designers, how we can tame it. And yeah, I think that's one of the most challenge that we...
Yeah, that's amazing. Okay, the other thing, the same as the previous theme, why did you choose NoSQL instead of SQL for your storing your data, since it looks very structured?
So all of us doesn't have really background to this kind of field. So we really did a lot of research and a lot of data is kind of evolving. And I think MongoDB really matches our requirements for for developing this app. That's why we chose it. Thank you.
Also, it supports one of our future features, which is customized forms. So the schema is very flexible.
Yeah, that's good to keep in mind.
Yes, sir. Thank you so very much, guys. Hart, thank you. And thank you for walking me through your thought process behind the logo. Thank you for that. It's always very insightful when you walk the clients or the audience through what was your thought process on the hack. And also, my question is asked it, is answered it, you've answered it. And one thing I'm curious about is, why did you keep your navigation in that order? Production, report, and dashboard.
Oh.
Why not the other way around?
The other way around. Because when we talk to those producers and when we compare to our competitors, the main issue with them is filling the reports. So this is the first thing they do in the morning or whenever the production starts. So it's the first thing they check, because we would have also a part of inputting those data according what they plan for that days. So the first thing they watch every day, those producers, is the report and not like a dashboard. They input the data based on what they are doing that day. That's why we put it first. And the production means the different movies they are going to work on. So we're putting that in that order of.
Thank you for that. And another way we could just call it a report dashboard.
Yeah.
That's it. And also on the report, there are a lot of, on the schedule, there are a lot of things that says schedule.
Mm-hmm.
You could put all that under one name called schedule with multiple tabs to navigate through whatever words are under each schedule. So in that way, you don't have to navigate vertically. Everything is on one landing space before the fold. So you have that overview without having to scroll. Because most of the time, I can tell you these producers look at them on their phone or their laptop. So if you can do that, what I can say, I don't know anything about production, so I just watching movies, but I'm sure you guys put a lot of work into it, and I truly appreciate your effort. So thank you so very much.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you for your feedback.
Yeah, I would like to say huge props on answering every single business question that I had in your presentation. As you were showing it to me, you were basically answering every single thing. We already mentioned the auto-populate. Theo also mentioned mobile. I would say I would love to see the input functionality on mobile, because that's probably what I'm carrying around when I'm on production. So my question would be, did you guys give any thoughts to who you will be marketing it to specifically? And I don't mean the companies. I mean let's say the title of the person in the company. What are your planned marketing channels, and were there anything specific that in your user interviews they mentioned that pointed you towards that?
Do you want to, or we can complement?
Well, I think we want to target on those producers directly, because they are the ones that deal with these things like all the time, and also based on our interview with the producer, they kind of screaming for please creating something for us. And from what I know, Netflix is also developed their own kind of this app as well. So we will market to those producers. Yeah.
Perfect. I would like to see the Netflix part in the presentation as well, something like competitors. I did appreciate the comparison to the spreadsheets and saying that you're basically competing against spreadsheets, which is probably true. But since Netflix is doing something like this, it would be good to note, that someone like Netflix is doing that.
Because actually, I shouldn't supposed to say that, but please forget that.
No one heard that.
It's kind of
Never.
secret, yeah.
No one heard that. But other than that, this is solid pitch, solid presentation. I'm very impressed, and if I was in the production industry, I would very much stream for something like this.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Great, thank you.
Hello everyone, my name is Genia. We are Team Horizon and we are excited to present you our app Nito, which is a task management tool designed specially for cleaning companies. While doing market research, we discovered as previous team that we also will compete with paper spreadsheets because many cleaning companies, especially small ones, which are very popular here in Vancouver, they still use paper management, task management systems, so they use paper spreadsheets, and some companies use management tools that are not customized for their special needs, like Google Calendar or just regular messengers, which is of course not very comfortable, convenient, and can lead to errors, can lead to huge waste of time. That's why we decided to create our app, where we try to combine all basic requirements for successful task management in cleaning industry in one place. So managers and housekeepers could communicate easily, could easily rule all the process. And now my colleague Rakhau will show you how our app works.
Hello everyone. So let's have a walkthrough throughout our application. So our application has two workflows, first for the managers and second for the cleaners or housekeepers. So right now I'm logged into the manager side. Here is our dashboard, which will currently show you the data for the particular date, that is today, for the present data if you have any upcoming jobs or active jobs for today. So this is our jobs tab where the managers can see all the history of the jobs that have been done. And then the staff section. In the staff section, here are some of the staff that have been already created in our company. But from here, add staff, we can add the new staff in our company. Like we can fill out all the details and the availability of the staff based on their timings, what time they want to work. And this is the messaging system that the managers and cleaner use to interact with each other. So let's start by creating a job. So let's say we have a job called John's Residence. And his name is John Matthew. Maybe the address would be, let's say he live on 49th Avenue, and the job date I will select today, current date as a job. Let's say the job will start at 6 p.m. We have a 3-hour duration for the job. So now the assigned staff would be here, the staff that have been already created in our staff list. So we have a staff named Jack Sullivan. So you can assign multiple staff also to a one job, and here you can select the cleaning type, like what kind of cleaning you need, regular, deep, or domestic. Let's go by deep cleaning. So in the notes, the manager can give any notes, like for example, clean carpet stains. As you can see, the job has been created now. Now the manager can view the job here. This is the upcoming job. This is the overview of the job that is created. Now let's go on to the cleaner side. Now, the cleaner can see the job here. This John's Residence is the job. Now this progress is currently being shown on to what today's progress is. Today's progress, but today's jobs, how many jobs he has completed. So he has all of the information related to the job here, the task list. Now he can go by starting the job. So as he starts the job, his job is currently active, and he can start by checking checklist and what task he did, what he did not. Let's say he's not able to clean some of the tasks, it is deep bedroom cleaning. So he can upload a picture for the staff that he's not able to clean this carpet. He can add, either he can add the notes here for the manager, or he can just go on, complete the job, and he can communicate with the manager here that I could not complete the carpet cleaning. So the manager would be able to receive his message right now here. So and as well, the managers can also see what the job that have been completed at John's Residence, the image that he submitted, and the task that he completed, and the task that he wasn't completed, as well as the cleaner would also be able to see his personal report, that what task he did and what he did not did. So now let's have a talk about the tech stack that we use to build our application. So we used, for our backend, we have used Express and Node.js, and on the front end side we have been using React, and for us beautiful styling of the app, we have used Tailwind and Daisy UI, and we have hosted our app on AWS EC2, and for the file storage we have used AWS S3, and we have used Nginx to optimize our server performance. On the design side, our designers have used Figma to create mockups, prototypes, and wireframes. Vector graphics are created with the help of Illustrator and Photoshop, and all the marketing assets have been generated in InDesign. And we have Slack has been serving as our basic communication channel throughout the whole project, and we have used Jira to do our task management and the GitHub for our source code. Now, Eric will talk about the branding.
Hello everyone, I'm Eric. So I will talk you through the design process of our app Nito. So for our branding, the design challenge is to come up with a brand language that represents cleanliness, organization, and freshness. We chose mint and sea salt as our primary color for its natural harmony and easiness on the eyes, which also allows for better viewing of text and important information. We chose Xantu as our secondary color for vibrancy and energy. We aim for intuitive, visually appealing, and easy to navigate components and icons in order to cater to the needs and preferences of our target users. For our typography, we chose SF Pro for its great X height and versatility for its display and text versions. And moving on to our competitors' analysis, we've conducted a research, and based on that research, we found out that these are some of the apps that directly competes with Nito. And we believe Nito has an advantage since we offer customized service, task tracking, photos and notes taking, schedule synchronization, managed jobs, and instant messaging. And to brush off a little bit about our business model, I'd like to hand it off to Jenya.
So for the business model, we also offer affordable subscription-based model with these prices, which will depend on scale of the business and needs of the business. Mostly we were oriented to prices on the market, so that's where our prices came from. And we have many features in mind for future development, which will also probably affect the price for the subscription. So at the conclusion, I would say that Nito app is simple but powerful tool, a task management tool that we hope could make life of cleaning companies easier. And we are the team of passionate students of Langara College. And we love to learn what we learn here. We love to do what we do here. We are very excited to continue learning, and we all open to work opportunities. We invite you, please come to our accounts in LinkedIn, connect with us, keep in touch, give us some opportunities to work and learn, and thank you for your attention.
Thank you, Nito. I just love this photo. Great. Who wants to go first?
Me? Okay, sure. Wonderful project. I'm actually very closely connected to a household management company. This will be a godsend, nothing short of that. One thing that I was missing from your presentation was the calendar. The biggest thing for that specific company is the schedule and organizing how everything works. And also logistics of it, right? How the cleaners are going to get to the object, how they're going to clean it, how long it will take, and how they're going to get to their next project or next object. As you mentioned, that's probably in the future features. I saw a calendar in the navigation, so I assume the logic was there. I just missed it in the demo. Otherwise, I don't actually have any kind of questions. Everything was super clear, which is great. One thing was, I was thinking the pricing model will be tied to the properties because that's beneficial more to you. But I also see how you can tie it to the stuff, and then even a small agency can have multiple, let's say 50 objects in that schedule, and it still will be affordable for them. So that's also a really good way of thinking about it. Other than that, yeah, this basically checked all the marks that I had in my brain, which is awesome. So congrats on that.
Thank you.
Okay, guys. Congratulations. Great business model. I love the profile pictures. I love that your application has a lot of features, like it's feature rich, like the chat, the ability to upload pictures. Everything is pretty neat. One thing that I noticed in the UI is when you navigate it to one page and you have like a really huge empty white space, we can put like something like a feedback there, like an empty state icon, something like that would be nice. Because I thought that when it first showed up, I thought it was broken, but when you started adding the data, like yeah, it looks pretty nice. And I love the WebSockets. Like yeah, I suppose that you're using them for your chatbot. Well, or not chatbot, the chat. Like yeah, it's amazing. Yeah, congratulations, guys. Sorry, one question. What was your biggest challenge? I want to.
For the biggest challenge would be the actually the WebSockets and connection with the S3.
Nito, I am super pumped for you guys because I work for a field service company software, and this is exactly what I'm currently working on right now, the jobs model. So under our product line, we have dispatch, we have schedule, we have jobs, we have customers, we have calendar, we have dispatch zone. And I tell you, I've been spending the past 5 months on jobs only. And that has to do with customer interviews, customer research, what exactly they want, what exactly they need, how to efficiently streamline the whole process. And I can tell you that the bare minimum you guys covered in terms of having two workflows in terms of an admin and a cleaner, the fact that only the admin has the roles and permission to be able to add a job or add a new staff or something. Now, my question will be, moving forward, would you guys be having anything that has to do with roles and permission to be able to allow a senior staff to add a job and not just only the admin alone? So that's just my one question in the multiple questions that I have to ask you guys. So let's go.
Yes, we plan to implement that feature that if ever a cleaner or housekeeper goes up the ranks, is able to do the management capacity.
Okay. Yeah. Great, fantastic. And also, because Jan also touched base on the calendar process, in which also it's very, very key to be able to see that. And one thing that I would want to ask is, when the job is done, is there an auto notification to me, the customer, that my house has been cleaned, or how do I know that the job has been completed?
So that's a kind of list of features that we would like to implement in future, because we don't have connection with the client here, but it's very important part, as we took business to business model in this term, and the scope is pretty small, but it's just asking to be there to connect somehow with the client. So we have in mind a lot. Hopefully, I don't know if we will be able to implement it, but we would like to have some connection with the client, take some notes from the client, feedback from the client, and notifications to the client as well. So this is our future features. And calendar as well. Actually, I thought that we all kind of have it. No. Sorry.
That's fine.
Just the design, but we definitely were going to implement it. So yeah, we need the calendar to make it work like the next step, and all that you're talking about we have in mind and would like to implement in future.
I can tell that you guys are so passionate about the way you're talking about your project, and there's nothing as good as having empathy as a designer, because you're putting yourself, you kind of like bury yourself in the project.
Yeah, we loved. It was so much fun to
let's
do
go
all
to
of
the
it.
critic side, okay? Can you please open your UI, your dashboard? I have some critique to make on it. But besides that, you guys did well. It looks clean. I love the website. I love the fact that you use vector elements and you integrate it with real images, which shows that your company is neat. Pardon the pun. It's clean, it's techy, it knows that you guys shows that you guys know what you're doing. Now my feedback on this is that I don't even know where to start looking, okay? Now, on the left side panel, there is a green, solid green. Then the job cards, so the indicators, the KPIs you have there, I've just thought about inverting the colors. So the active job has a big blue 0, has a big orange O, and has a big green. So everything is white. So because there's so much visual conflict going on right now, I don't even know where to look. But besides that, like I said, like he said as well, it's clean, it's simple, it's functional. I love the fact that in your 60-second demo, you took us through everything, and I heard every single word you said. So thank you so very much, and well done, guys. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.